Most people think the rich are born into wealth or simply get lucky. But here's a shocking truth. 70% of wealthy families lose their fortune by the second generation. And yet, the richest people in the world, like Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, and Elon Musk, are masters of one thing: discipline. It's not about having a silver spoon. It's about building a mindset and a lifestyle that others don't understand. Want to know why the ultra-successful seem to have it all figured out? It's because they do what most people won't: they stay disciplined. They live by routines, push themselves to learn every day, and invest their time in ways that pay off long-term. In this video, we're going to dive into how discipline shapes their wealth, their thinking, and their life. Think you can't get there? Think again. We'll reveal the daily habits and mindset secrets that separate the rich from the average. Stick around, and you might just find that the only thing standing between you and success is your own discipline. Chapter 1. The birth of the unbreakable mindset. Discipline from day one. We all know the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But here's the thing. The wealthy are born with one major difference. They don't view themselves as limited by age, background, or circumstances. They develop discipline early, sometimes before they even realize it. Studies have shown that habits formed in childhood shape our adult behaviors. Successful people start building their discipline from the moment they wake up. A 2019 study by the American Psychological Association found that disciplined children are 50% more likely to achieve financial success later in life. It's not about how much money they have, but the mindset they develop from a young age. One of the key things wealthy people do differently is developing routines that focus on self-control. For instance, Warren Buffett once said, "The best thing I did was to choose the right habits." The wealthiest people do not rely on external factors for motivation. They rely on their own inner drive. This is a skill that gets stronger the more it's practiced. It's about creating rituals that support a disciplined life, whether it's a morning workout, meditation, or reading. Every successful person has a non-negotiable daily practice. They don't let distractions break their focus. The idea is to cultivate a habit that ensures they stay on track even when life gets tough. These habits, over time, create an unbreakable foundation of discipline. And while others might be distracted by temporary pleasures, the discipline stay the course. It's not magic, it's about building habits that lead to success. Chapter 2. Living by relentless routines. The power of daily structure. You might think the rich wake up in luxury, lounging without a care. But in reality, they wake up early, follow routines, and treat every hour as valuable. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, wakes up at 3:45 a.m. every day to get a jump on his tasks. His discipline is a clear indicator of how successful people treat their time. They don't just make time, they make every moment count. When you live with a routine, you eliminate the need to decide what to do next. Successful people know this. Bill Gates has been quoted saying, "We always overestimate the change that will occur in the next 2 years and underestimate the change that will occur in the next 10. His discipline is centered on long-term goals, not short bursts of productivity. Every day is planned with intention, from exercise to reading to work. The 10,000-hour rule by Malcolm Gladwell emphasizes the power of deliberate practice. Rich people know that consistency in their daily routines leads to massive results. Research shows that humans perform better when they structure their day. A study by the Harvard Business Review found that people who follow routines are 45% more productive than those who don't. The trick is to make these routines your personal baseline, something you don't compromise. Discipline doesn't just show up when you need it, it's part of your daily DNA. Chapter 3. Learning in the 24/7 University. The insatiable desire to evolve. One thing you'll notice about the rich is that they never stop learning. They're not just looking for the next investment opportunity, they're looking to evolve as individuals. Warren Buffett spends about 80% of his day reading. The average person reads just 12 books per year, while successful entrepreneurs read hundreds. Why? Because learning is the key to growth. Mark Zuckerberg reads a new book every 2 weeks. He believes that reading challenges his thinking and allows him to grow. But it's not just about reading, it's about applying what you learn. The wealthiest individuals don't see books as entertainment, they see them as tools for innovation. A study by McKinsey shows that companies led by lifelong learners have 30% better profitability. Learning becomes a lifestyle, and it doesn't stop when you graduate. One of the richest men in the world, Elon Musk, taught himself how to build rockets by reading books on physics. This kind of self-education is what makes successful people think differently. It's not about the number of degrees you have, but the knowledge you seek to apply. Learning is about consistently seeking ways to evolve. As the great philosopher Socrates said, education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. When rich people hit a roadblock, they don't get stuck. They go back to the drawing board and learn something new. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights on how the rich think and act. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Chapter 4. Teaching discipline. Empowering others to thrive. It's not just about keeping success to themselves. The wealthy have a knack for teaching others, and this is where their legacy truly lies. They don't just hoard their knowledge, they empower those around them. Oprah Winfrey is a perfect example. She built an empire by encouraging others to be their best selves. She's known for saying, "When you undervalue what you do, the world will undervalue who you are." Wealthy individuals understand that teaching is a crucial part of their success. They give back by mentoring others. The wealthiest entrepreneurs, whether they're mentoring their employees, children, or the community, make discipline a central part of their teachings. It's not enough to just learn, they share their knowledge with others. This helps create a culture of growth and ambition. According to a study by the Center for Creative Leadership, companies that emphasize mentorship see 30% higher employee retention rates. It's clear, success isn't just personal, it's something that can be shared. The rich often have a network of people around them that they actively mentor. When you share your knowledge, you don't just grow, your network grows. This makes your wealth more sustainable over the long term. Chapter 5. Thinking beyond limits. The relentless pursuit of more discipline is the foundation, but the wealthy use it to think bigger. They don't see obstacles, they see challenges to overcome. Take Richard Branson, for example. He started Virgin Airlines with no prior knowledge of aviation. Why? Because he thought differently. He wasn't limited by what he knew, he relied on his disciplined approach to learn quickly. The rich often think outside the box, because their discipline helps them move beyond traditional boundaries. They understand that thinking differently is what allows them to grow and innovate. According to a report by the Global Innovation Index, innovative companies are 5 times more likely to achieve higher profits. This relentless pursuit of innovation is what drives success for many wealthy individuals. They challenge the status quo because they know discipline allows them to adapt, learn, and overcome. Thinking beyond limits is the core of entrepreneurship. Jeff Bezos, for instance, turned Amazon from a bookstore into a global empire. It's about looking at what everyone else is doing, and then doing something radically different. This kind of thinking requires more than just ambition. It requires the discipline to follow through on ideas, no matter how crazy they may seem at first. Chapter 6. The Iron Will. How discipline builds wealth. Not just money. Wealth isn't just about collecting money, it's about creating systems that last. The richest people in the world understand that discipline is the glue that holds everything together. It's why the Forbes billionaire list is full of names like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and Jeff Bezos, all of whom have an unshakable sense of discipline. Discipline isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart and ensuring that your efforts pay off in the long run. The richest individuals also invest in systems that keep wealth growing, even after they've achieved success. They don't rest on their laurels. They understand that staying disciplined in reinvesting their wealth is what ensures it multiplies. Research shows that self-discipline is a key factor in long-term financial success, with disciplined investors 10 times more likely to reach their goals. When you combine financial knowledge with relentless discipline, you create wealth that withstands market fluctuations. It's not a coincidence that most of the world's wealthiest individuals have practiced discipline for decades. And when you maintain this discipline, you build a legacy that's almost impossible to destroy. Discipline isn't just about achieving wealth, it's about creating the infrastructure to ensure it lasts. The rich don't just aim to be wealthy, they aim to remain wealthy. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications to get more tips on building a mindset of discipline and success.